And the Sanatana Goswami comes to this point when he's defining Danya. He's defining Danya. I think I already said it in class, but I should read it again. In that a person who has exalted qualities and can do extremely wonderful things feels like he's useless. Yeah, it doesn't add up. And that's why you don't belong in his world. Because it's never going to add up. It's only going to add up there. It's only going to add up there. There's a spiritual logic and reason to it. There's a spiritual law of nature. Krishna likes that. He likes that. Helpless. Like, we know this. When we come in contact with a living being who's helpless, like a newborn cat, or a newborn baby, or even a young child who's helpless, our hearts immediately go there, spontaneously. When a little child comes into the room, everybody all automatically, the hearts go there, because they're helpless. They must have it. Their helplessness demands it. That's the rationalization, the way to understand it. The more helpless you become, because Krishna is who he is, the more his heart will go to you, the more he will take extra special care. As far as I can take it at the moment. Yes, JT.
Oh, thank you very much, Maharaj, for your amazing class. Thank you very much. I learned a lot from it. I just want to ask one question. When you were reading about Lord Chaitanya's speech to Sanatana Goswami about separation, I was thinking, well, I really don't understand separation, because the holy name is non-different from Krishna. So could you explain that, please?
Boy, it's my fault, right? I turned up the heat, and here we go. There's a symptom of spiritual advancement called prema vaicitya. It is the topmost expression of love. And it comes when one feels separation in the presence of the beloved. The ones Radha and Krishna were together in between Varshana and Nandagam, and they were exchanging their loving relationship, and Radharani was sitting on his lap, Krishna's lap, and Madhumangal, cowherd boy, but very close cowherd boy. He's allowed to be with Radha and Krishna sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. There was a bumblebee, and the bumblebee became attracted to the fragrance of Srimati Radharani's breath, and it began to buzz around her face. You know how that, what's that like? When you got a big, like, bumblebee buzzing around your face. A little distracting, to say the least. So she was like, no, go away, go away. And Madhumangal, out of service, he took a stick and he chased the bee. He chased it, he chased it, he chased it. And he chased it completely out of sight. And he came back with a, Madhumangal was a very funny person. He came back with a grin on his face. Don't worry, I have chased Madhusudan away, so far away he will never come back. So Madhusudan is the name for Krishna. So Radharani thought, Madhusudan, you chased him away, he'll never come back? And she went into a swoon of separation. And Krishna's like there, like, but And she started to cry. And the waves of love that came from her were so powerful that they swept Krishna away, and he started to cry. They're both crying like anything, and the tears became so profuse that they created a little pond in front of them. It's called Prem Sarovar. In this way, you can be with Krishna, at the same time feel separation from Krishna, and taste the highest thing. That's the goal, Bhagavan.
I was just thinking about this idea of becoming free from material desire.
Mm.
Krishna makes it very clear that this always occurs by a process of displacement. In one sense, you don't give up something, you take up something. So he says how that although the embodied living being may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects still remains. However, ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, one becomes fixed in consciousness. And that higher taste is always, Prabhupada repeats over and over again, is hearing about Krishna. And we begin the Bhagavatam by understanding from Sutta Goswami that this hearing attracts Krishna. And he cleanses away the desire for material enjoyment from the heart. So in that way, we can see Krishna. We don't, we need to be very aware of our present situation and how Krishna is present with us in this situation and how he is reciprocating with our actions. The diminishment of material desire, actually that verse, Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punyashavya Kita Triganta Stovi it is stated very clearly there that Krishna cleanses away the desire for material enjoyment.
That's it.
The desire.
So Krishna is there, cleansing it away. At the same time, while the Chaitanya dimension is there, you can't see Krishna, even though he's there.
But the word is vidunoti, cleanses by sound.
Yes. And Srila Prabhupada used to repeat Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's instruction that don't try to see Krishna. You act in such a way as Krishna will want to see you. Because he won't come into the heart of someone or manifest. He's there already, but he's not going to show himself unless your heart is pure. And he wants, that's why I always bring up this discussion of Vishnu with Gopakumar, because there Krishna expresses how much he wants to be with us. But he won't interfere. He won't interfere until we, express our desire to see him. And how? Does Sanatana Goswami? By calling out his name. That's what Sanatana Goswami says. He says, by calling out his name, when you express your desire to see him, then Krishna reciprocates. And then you can be with Krishna. Yeah.
When Gopakumar's spiritual master gives him his mantra, he says if you chant this mantra, everything will come. And in the purport, Sanatana Goswami says, the most important thing is to fix your intention.
Yes. Yes.